You found the perfect factory online. You spent 2 hours crafting a polite, professional email introducing your new footwear brand, and you hit send. And then, ghosted. They either ghost you completely or they reply with a polite, sorry, we're at a capacity. If this is happening to you, I can almost guarantee it's not because your design is bad, it's because of the words you're using. DTC founders and factory owners speak two completely different languages. And I don't mean English versus Mandarin, I mean the language of business risk. Today, I'm going to act as your translator, and I'm going to take the 3 most common phrases brands use to try and sound professional and tell you exactly what the factory owner actually hears. And more importantly, I'll show you what to say instead so you can get taken seriously. Phrase number 1. What the brand says. We are a premium startup looking to place a small batch test order to start. You say this because you want to minimize your risk. You want to test the market. It makes perfect sense to you. Now, what the factory might hear is that my production line is going to lose money on this guy. Here's the insider reality. Footwear manufacturing is not print-on-demand t-shirts. If a factory accepts an order for 300 pairs, it takes them exact same amount of time to source materials, calibrate the cutting machines, and set up the stitching lines as it does for an order of 10,000 pairs. If you ask for a small batch, you're asking them to tie up a machine for an entire day to make almost zero profit. They may ignore you. Now you might want to stop talking about the test order and start talking about your APV, annual projected volume. Instead of saying, I want 300 pairs, you say our APV for this silhouette is 5,000 pairs over the next 12 months. We need to execute a 300 pair pilot run to validate the tooling before we scale to full POs. Now you don't sound like a hobbyist, you sound like a business plan. Phrase number 2. What the brand says, we're looking for a factory that wants to build a long-term strategic partnership and grow with us. You say this because you want to build a good relationship, you want them to care about your brand. What the factory might hear, I do not have the budget to meet your minimum order quantity or MOQ right now, so I'm trying to use buzzwords to guilt you into giving me a discount or doing me a favor. Now I need you to hear this. Factory owners are manufacturers, not venture capitalists. They hear the grow with us pitch 50 times a day from brands that go out of business 6 months later. To them, the word partnership is just code for I have no money. Now, what you want to do is show, don't tell. If you want them to treat you like a partner, bring data to the table. Say, we have $50K marketing budget allocated for this launch and existing distribution in 15 boutiques. Here's our tech pack. Are you capable of hitting these tolerances? Respect is built on data and capital and not promises of future growth. Phase number 3, what the brand says. Can you send me your product catalog and a price list? What the factory might hear. I'm an amateur who has no idea what I actually want to make. Most high-level OEM and ODM footwear factories do not have a menu of prices. A shoe doesn't cost $15. A shoe costs whatever the specific bill of materials, tooling, and labor time dedicated costs. When you ask for a price list, it tells the factory manager that you don't have your own designs, you don't have a tech pack, and you're going to require hundreds of hours of hand-holding just to figure out what you want. They may not have time for that. Never ask for a price without providing a spec. You can send them a professional tech pack, which I covered in my previous video, and you say, here's our tech pack specifying 12-ounce canvas and a specific insole. What is the FOB price for 1,500 pairs? That gets a reply in 24 hours. And maybe you don't have a tech pack yet, and that's fine, but you still want to specify some kind of specs and direction so they know what kind of material or construction you're looking for. At the end of the day, factories are just trying to manage their risk. When they see amateur language, their risk dashboard flashes red and they hit delete. If you're tired of being ignored by suppliers or feel like you aren't getting the priority you deserve, you need to change how you communicate. Stop pitching and start projecting volume and data. Until next time, get your data right and I'll see you in the next video.